Hey you guys, welcome to I'm So Super Single. This is an 8-card spread reading intended for those of you that are completely single, that are just interested in seeing if anybody's coming your way or not. Alright, so let's get started. First, I will focus on the reason why you are currently single. All right, and then we'll focus on who is coming towards you. Next, we will focus on when you'll hear from this person. And then we'll look at advice. Okay. So the reason you are currently single. Overall energy, I have the 6 of Wands and then the 3 of Cups. Okay. First off, I'm getting maybe the energy of someone who feels like you already get a lot of attention. I've picked this energy up before. So whoever may be coming towards you maybe feels like you get a lot of attention, that you're probably dating several people or interested in several people. It almost looks though like they have maybe even tried to get your attention, but maybe it did get kind of like shuffled in the mix. Like they're blurring in or blending in rather with the people who are already attracted to you. Now, this can also go in reverse. If there's someone that you're interested in, you maybe feel like that person already gets a lot of attention, you know, what's the point? And then maybe you have made an effort to, you know, make conversation or whatever, but you might just be blending in with everybody else. Maybe it's just hard to tell that you are interested in something more than a relationship. There's also a possibility that you have friend zoned somebody, or the person that's interested in you is actually a friend. And then the other thing I'm getting is that, you know, maybe you guys have recently just started dating and you've got several options that are interested in you. You know, you're just now kind of getting to know someone. It kind of makes me feel too that of a possibility that yeah, like something is happening like right now or just started, and so someone will or is getting ready to come into your life, or maybe you've already crossed paths with them and it's like the early stages of a relationship. Something's just beginning. You may have gotten asked out, you know, on a date. You also could have met someone while at some sort of party or gathering, socializing. You may have met on common grounds. I'm getting like concert vibes too. Concert, theater. I don't know if you were recently at some sort of a concert or performance. And maybe this person is there. I just heard a joke like maybe your person is on tour. So I don't know if you are, interested in someone who's popular or famous, someone who is currently on tour or traveling. And so maybe it's hard for a relationship to form. And then for others of you, you could be single just simply because you're not ready. Like maybe you're open to it, but you haven't really met anyone that you can fully take seriously at the time. Maybe you're just keeping your options open. You're like, that person's fun. I'll keep them here. I keep them there. So I kind of feel like the energies are just more so about open and funness and getting to know people. It's like nothing is too serious right now. And that could be a flaw too, just depending on, what's going on, like why you're single. Maybe because you're not taking someone serious. Well, it's the same thing as putting somebody in a friend zone. Like you're not taking this person too serious. You're like, oh, okay. Yeah, there's been some flirtation, but I can't take that person serious. They probably do that with everybody. So just seems like there's a lot of fun and playful energies around. Maybe you feel like the person you're interested in is a playboy, playgirl. But I feel like you do have maybe several people approaching you or wanting your attention. Probably haven't noticed. If you're on social media, you might have one or more followers that are actually interested in you. But I would still say maybe their approach is a little passive. It's possible that maybe they're needing to be more confident or more assertive. Also, I feel that coming from a female perspective, the person that you're interested in, you might think that they're only into white women, and maybe think that they wouldn't be interested in you. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's because they're white or if it's because, you've seen them with white people only. I don't know. So, yeah. And that's, of course, talking from our perspective. All right, so let's see. Who is coming towards you. You have the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Wands. All right, so it could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I'm just kind of like looking at how she's bowing on stage. And so, yeah, your person may be a performer. Even if they're not necessarily in the industry, maybe this is just something that they like to do. This is their thing. They're creative. They're an artist. Anything that deals with the creative arts, that might be their thing. I feel like this person also it's a weird personality. So it's someone who's maybe very open on stage, like they can perform when they're on stage, or even when they're just like at a party. You wouldn't think that this person is shy, but they are. I do feel like maybe this person is needing to overcome some sort of personal insecurities. I feel like whoever this is too, they've come out of a situation or maybe several situations where, they feel like they've been beat up by love, but they're still standing and they're still optimistic. I feel like even after being rejected or knocked down so many times, this person is still very optimistic about relationships. I feel like they're also trying to work up the courage or the nerve to approach you. And if they've been talking about you to other people, I feel like they've been getting encouragement to just go ahead and shoot their shot. So someone's been kind of like hyping them up, like you should just say it, you should do it. You know, what have you got to lose? I really feel like somebody is rooting for this person to pursue you. If this is reverse, same thing. You know, there's somebody that you're interested in. You probably got people like, you need to do this. You should really push forward with them. You should blah, blah, blah. So I do feel like someone is on the way, but they are dealing with some sort of personal issues. It's not you, it's something that they need to overcome. I feel like this is someone who's also very adventurous. And I feel like it's a part of them that would like take a risk, or they like to take a risk. So it would be a big deal if they were to, you know, approach you. They could have red hair or reddish tints, even if it's dyed. I heard the name Auburn, but that also kind of made me think of the name Aubrey. But you know, that may have something to do with it. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's the person's name. I kind of feel too like maybe someone is coming off unattainable or something. Maybe they think you're unattainable. That may be part of the fear. This person may have a fear of heights. If they are a performer, I feel like this person, you would be surprised to know that they have stage fright. And they're superstitious. Somebody used to be like, really believe in that saying, like, step on a crack, break your mama's back. And so I kind of feel like somebody to this day maybe makes a conscious effort not to step on cracks. Also, this may be a little OCD. So, you know, I don't know if it's like a clinical diagnosis, but it does seem like maybe they have self-proclaimed to be OCD. I feel like this person's fashionable. They might collect bags or shoes. I see on one end someone maybe has blue eyes, and then the other end I see somebody has brown eyes. It's funny, David Bowie had like two different color eyes, so I don't know if they have two different color eyes or if this is just talking about two different potentials for you guys. I do feel like they have strong fire energy. They might have like lioness features, like maybe they have facial hair or like a lot of hair on their head, or they wear their hair wild or big. But I feel like they're also gentle in nature. This person has traveled even if they only been to Idaho and Des Moines and Tennessee, I still feel like this person has traveled. And I feel like this person can paint or draw. All right, so let me see if I could get a time frame. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Emperor. Okay, so time frame is going to be a difficult one because it depends on when the pursuer is ready to pursue. This person is very stuck in their ways, very stubborn. They're strategists. They don't like to just jump into things. They like to have structure and a plan. They want to be in control. That also might be some that fear thing, like it's a phobia not to have control of something. It's more like a phobia, like, you know, like of course you want to control a situation, but to them I feel like it's a phobia if they're not in control. This person, I'm starting to pick up on personality traits again. But the timing could be Capricorn season. The next time frame would be Aries season, or having something to do with Aries. So let's also say if in your birth chart, just look for the sign of Aries in your birth chart. And whenever a planet maybe transits the sign of Aries in your birth chart, could be when this happens. Moon is the quickest moving planet, so it could be when Moon transits Aries. Also, if you have planets in Aries and a planet is about to aspect that planet, so I think I think all the planets left Libra now. But there can still be another, what do you call it? Aspect that forms to that planet, and that may have something to do with it. So it could be a trine or a sextile or a square. And then going back to a person. So there could be an Aries that has something to do with when this connection will begin, or when you'll hear from this person. So I don't know, maybe you have an Aries friend. It's like, hey, I want to introduce you to somebody. Or maybe you work with an Aries, and the minute you interact with this person, next thing you know, you look over and there's, hey, I never saw that coworker before. I don't know. It just may have something to do with an Aries, as far as the timing. But for the most part, like, I feel like this is talking about what's happening. And it's going to be certain circumstances that ignite this. I feel like this person wants to initiate, or if you're the pursuer, then you would want to initiate on your terms. This person also is something, I don't know, I kind of feel like they have property or they build property. Maybe they work in construction. They might be an architect. They definitely seem like they could be an entrepreneur or someone who at least holds a leadership position. They definitely might own property. I feel like they definitely own property. Yeah, I'm getting carpenter vibes or construction. They might own a construction business or work as a general contractor. They can be a little miserly with their money. They're very frugal. Even if they have a lot of money, they're very frugal. They're a little stingy. They probably come off selfish too. Yeah. I mean, if you're not afraid of those qualities, if you feel like you know how to deal with this, then, go for it. But yeah, I do feel like these are I feel like they got a strong personality. But they're grounded. They're grounded, and I do feel like they want security. That's part of the reason too why maybe they need things to be on their terms and they need to plot and plan everything. They also may already be watching you from a distance, and taking note and taking mental notes and documenting things. I feel like they're learning about you. This person could probably run a business. They might even be looking for some sort of business partner, or they would want to make sure that you would be someone they can trust their money with, their valuables, their business plans with, that they could discuss things with, even if they just want you there as a ear or to give an opinion or some feedback. They can be very serious, or at least they have like a very serious persona. They're also possessive. They can be very possessive, and they might be overprotective. The other possible occupation could be like military, security, or policeman. Or a chef. I feel like they have strong Mars characteristics. All right. Advice, we have King of Cups and Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so advice may have something to do with these two people in general. I don't know if you talk to these people for advice. An earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I don't know if there's also some sort of loose ends that you're needing to tie up with these people before moving into a relationship with this new person, or this also may be pointing to something that you're needing to take care of financially first. I feel like you need to be strong because somebody can manipulate you. They can easily get into your ear or give you some sort of suggestions. They also, not saying that this is necessarily the person coming towards you, but it could be. But I do feel that you need to have thick skin and you need to be able to have your own opinions. If you let this person control you, they will. I'm also getting the energy of being lured into something or being seduced. Or I don't know if that's advising you like, hey, put on a little seduction. I don't know, but it's possible that could be part of the advice. I feel like for the most part, though, this may be telling you that some individuals are significant in regards to your love situation. Maybe you're comparing two people. You might be comparing a water sign to an earth sign. Especially like I was picking up earlier, it looked like you might have like more than one person. So maybe you're comparing these two people and trying to see who is more in alignment with your lifestyle or in the direction that you're headed in. I feel like you also need to trust your intuition. And I feel like you need to know what it is that you value about yourself, know what it is that you value about relationships, and know what you value in a partner. Like, what are the most valuable things that you need? I feel like you need to also weigh or need to have a healthy balance between your emotional desires and your physical desires, practical desires. You might need to ask yourself, do you want someone, if you had to make a choice, do you want someone who's going to meet your emotional needs or your financial needs? Like, if you have to make a choice. We all hope that this person would have both qualities, but just in case, it's like, what are you willing to sacrifice? So know what you need. I feel like you need to have like some sort of boundaries in place before a relationship even begins. And if you've been single for a while, hopefully you've had time to think about things like that. So you can know in the beginning, like, what to walk away from, who to be patient with. And you may need to figure out if there are, hiccups in a relationship before, once it starts and something happens that you don't like about the person. Do you immediately walk away, or do you kind of like stop and ask yourself, like, okay, like, why is this bothering me? I feel like you're needing to make rational decisions and well thought out decisions instead of, just making decisions on a whim and things of that. So I feel like you need to take your time with something. Be patient and take your time with something. Maybe take your time with your decision. All right, so let me clarify some things. Somebody's got a lot of friends. Okay, so something does look like maybe you've got other obligations, or, your priorities you've been having to take care of other priorities before, like, love. There's other responsibilities that need your attention right now, and that may be the reason why you're single. It also seems like maybe you've been dealing with some sort of challenges in regards to your faith. Seems too like somebody was rejected or put in a friend zone. So I don't know if there was somebody who's actually a good potential person for you, but you friend zoned them. You might want to rethink that that decision. Maybe. I'm just saying, just think about it. You may have turned down someone that you worked with, or maybe you felt like you couldn't be with this person because you're supposed to be professional. Someone also maybe has you on a pedestal, or they respect you to the point where they just feel like they can't approach you, or vice versa. There's too much respect. Okay, so someone also seems to be too concerned with what other people will say, too concerned with what their friends will say, their family, society, the public. And I feel like maybe someone needs to make a decision based off of what they want and not worry about what the status quo says. Also, I feel a situation where maybe someone has not been healthy. Someone needs to take care of their health first before entering a relationship. Maybe someone has been depressed, or dealing with, some other health issues, coming out of a breakup. Maybe someone recently walked away from an engagement or commitment to find themselves. Yeah, I kind of feel like maybe someone is just playing around right now because they maybe just got out of a commitment and was really hurt by something when it didn't work out. So yeah, the person coming towards you initially is coming off like fire. It's coming off like fire. But they could be any sign, so try not to get too caught up on that. For the most part though, it seems like this person needs to be confident. They need to overcome their insecurities. I just feel like they need to just come forward and say what's on their mind. And then, like I was saying, there may be several people that are coming towards you. Could be air or earth. Could be water. I feel like this person also requires peace, no drama. This is someone who also likes to be fair in their decisions, who likes to weigh their options, who likes to look at everything objectively before making a decision. Whoever's coming towards you, I feel like you guys have some sort of soul agreement or soul contract, and there's going to be a need to make some sort of adjustments in this relationship though. You guys are going to have like an open discussion on some things. Talk about things that you were normally afraid to talk about. You also could be dealing with someone that's like a lawyer, or is dealing with some sort of court issues. It seems like there may be a contract or an agreement involved, period. Maybe this starts off as a business partner, or someone that you have a contract or agreement with. It's possible for some of you that Maybe a connection has already been established between you and this person, and you guys are needing to finish where you left off. Maybe the relationship never got off the ground. You also may have received a message in your dream about this person. And whoever is coming towards you, I feel like, matter of fact, they might have several people checking you out to see what they think. They're like, what do you think about this person? And of course, this is only if you have social media, but I feel like they've directed them to your site or something. Still could, you know, take place at a job, like somebody. I just feel like somebody is wanting, they want other people's opinions before they form their own, or they come to their own conclusion. Definitely is like soulmate energy though. As soon as this person feels that they can trust you is when they will come forward, or vice versa if you're the pursuer. It's like needing to trust first. It's like that may be what you value the most, is your privacy, or just in general needing to make sure that you can trust somebody. And as soon as you feel that, okay, this is the person that I can let my guards down with, that I can share certain things with, that is when they'll come forward, or you will approach someone. Timing may also have something to do with a response. I don't know if someone reached out to you at some point and you never responded back. They may be still waiting for you to respond to something, or vice versa. Also, if this is someone who travels, the relationship may begin once this person gets back home and settled in. So, especially like I said, this person might be traveling. Maybe they're, you know, a truck driver, and this person's been busy traveling on a road, and they want to, you know, just get home and sit down and focus and, you know, get back to you or reach out to you. I'm kind of hearing like a late birthday wish. Like somebody's like happy belated. I don't know how late the birthday is, but it does seem like maybe somebody is like having a late response in regards to someone's birthday. Yeah, I feel like timing overall has to do with trust, letting their guards down, and also something in regards to when they get back home. Or once they finish building this home or complete a home purchase, like something's having to do with wanting to be comfortable and relaxed, but at home. Your advice, again, something's going on where maybe you haven't been listening to your intuition, or you've been ignoring something. You're not paying attention to something. Something's happening right in front of you, right behind you, and it's going over your head. You're like, oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Um, I feel like your attention is misdirected or something. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe your focus might be on the wrong person, or like maybe you keep thinking I'm talking about somebody. It's like, no, I'm not talking about them. Like at some point it's like, oh, you realize you're like, oh, this is who she was talking about. So I kind of feel like, I don't know, you're focused on the wrong thing, or something is like right in front of your face, but something's confusing, or you're confused. I feel like you also need to nurture yourself or take care of yourself. It's something that you're needing to do for yourself first. And I also feel that maybe before a relationship can begin, something needs to be fulfilled in regards to someone's mother or baby's mother. I don't know why I'm feeling like somebody's going to offer. Someone's offering something. Someone might offer to buy something from you, or someone is hiring you for something. If you have your own business, I feel like maybe someone is trying to hire you for something, but it's going over your head. You might really be like, oh no, they're just buying, I sell this and this is what they're purchasing. And Spirit is like, no, they're really wanting this, that, and the other. So I feel like you might be, and I'm not saying that this has already happened either. Maybe it hasn't even happened yet. When it does happen, pay attention, because it seems like something's going over your head. And even though you're getting a warning, I'm just laughing because I still feel like it might still happen, because that's just how it's going to play out. Um, and it seems like there's someone that you don't trust, or you do need to still recover from some sort of trust issues. Maybe someone really made you feel like you can't trust people, and now it's like, hey, you can't be like that with everybody. Everybody's not the same. Um, it does seem like maybe someone's trying to get your attention, but you're ignoring it, or you have been ignoring each other. And this part may be only for those of you that do know somebody that, or you have somebody in mind. If this is someone who has not come into your life yet, it's just kind of talking about the situation, that something's going to go over your head. You guys might be ignoring each other, or there may be some sort of miscommunication. But I do feel like eventually you're like, oh, like, okay, like I get it now. I see it now. Oh, yeah. I think that is all. I'm also getting something in regards to the South Node or Ketu. Maybe that's going to be some sort of clue for you. So if you're able to check someone's birth chart and see and check your synastry, and then maybe you'll see that either you have South Node conjunct one of their planets, and I'm talking about conjunction, or the North Node conjunct I'm not sorry, or their South Node conjunct one of your planets. I'm looking specifically for South Node though. All right, so hopefully these messages help. but feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.